Yes, good evening, gentlemen. Happy Sunday to every one of you. God bless you, brothers and sisters all over the world. This is Ogile TV. I really appreciate every one of you that come to my live video today to watch. We have a lot to discuss. We're going to discuss about the way forward about Nigeria. We heard that the American government is planning to sanction Nigeria. So I want to see everybody's opinion here today. Please. I want to see everybody's opinion here today. It's very, very important. We have to share ideas together about the Nigeria situation where we have found ourselves. It's hard time. We continue talking. We cannot relent. We cannot relent. We will start talking. We must be talking. Talking is very important. I saw a video that I'm going to play to you guys today where the Senate president was trying to say they are going to send the delegates to America. Yeah, good evening, brothers and sisters. This is at about 8:31 p.m. Norwegian time, all the way from Scandinavia in Europe. Today is on the 12th of August 2025. No, 12th of October 2025 at about 8:31 p.m. in the evening, European time. God bless you, Mr. Imafidon. God bless you. You are welcome, sir. God bless you. Yes, God bless you. First and foremost, let me put my number here. Everybody's going to contribute here today. Is their own opinion. I have a guest that is going to join me in less than 30 minutes time, Brother Chris from Nigeria. We have to discuss the way forward about Nigeria. We continue to be discussing because these people, they have taken us for granted. So it's our right to speak out. No insult. You have right to say your own opinion. God bless you. That's the WhatsApp number you need to call in if you want to contribute your own quota on this matter on board today. God bless you. First and foremost, like the video and share the video. Always thumbs up the video. Always put on like and share. Subscribe to Ogele TV. That's my YouTube channel. Subscribe. Let's hit 1,000 before the month runs out. Brothers and sisters, me, I know they buy followers. All my followers here, they are organic. Yes. I know they do and say, I'm not using to make billions. No. I want to make sure this is a platform that we make the world to hear Edo people's voice, Nigerian people's voice. It's a platform that belongs to everybody. God bless you, sir. Okay, 2:22 p.m. There, yeah. That's United States. God bless you, sir. At about 6 to 7 hours difference. Yeah, understand. I think next year I'm going to join you guys there. I'll be in New York next year. By special grace of God. So just to visit, I have a lot of families there. Yeah, let me go and share my video. Make una see they help me to share and let me go to do the talking, they do the sharing. Now on our duty, at least. Now we'll see they do something for inside. Super chat did there. Make una the super chat, you know, they hard. Yes, sir. We will see one day here. We're going to see, sir. By special grace. I have a lot of cousins that live in Brooklyn, in New York there. So a lot. We have a family. I have a lot of family members there that have been there for decades. So we need to be going around the world to see what is going on. It's very important. Let me share the video first. Join. Join us, join us. Join the live broadcast. God bless you as you join. Don't hesitate to join. Because these are our leaders, they have been taking us for granted for decades. We need to be speaking up, my brothers and sisters. It's hard time. Like and share, thumbs up the video. Let me share it first. Only me know if they do the sharing. When I just sit down and watch me, not good like that than my brothers. Make una see they help me. If not only share, make una see they help me they share. Make una they share out to people who go see subscribe to the YouTube. We know they do saga for here. I know since when I start to say na saga they do, I for don't even do 10,000. For don't get 10,000 followers. No, I know they blackmail people. My own is to criticize the government to work. My criticism will enable the government to work. I'm not here to insult any governor or any president, but I must criticize when they are not doing the right thing. It's my right to criticize. So that they should wake up from their slumber. The leaders are not ready to do anything for Nigerians. So it's high time we start talking. When we keep quiet, they will just say, man, these people, they are okay with what they are saying. Well, yes, they are okay. America never talk now. You know, see say that they fear now. Now the fear pass you. You never know all those politicians. America they never pass the sanctions now. Apart where they call themselves say they be emperor. They don't they fear now. Say they want to send them. Don't use tax. What I'm going to tell the Senate president, should not use taxpayers' money to sponsor some group of useless senators to America as a delegate. What are they going to do there? What are they going to do there? It's our taxpayers' money. Don't spend it to go to America at all. We want me, I want Nigeria to be sanctioned. Nigeria must be sanctioned. I'm 100% in support of the United States. They need to sanction us. And now I want to go send delegate go America. What do I go do there? When I don't see the way American legislators say they do something. When I want to dabaru the country. When I don't finish everything. See the money where they pack give you now they do anything. I think I talk about Biodunga. One of the fear. America never talk about they run up and down. And the Nigerian journalists, you guys are the most useless journalists on earth. Now the leaders, the rulers, now they tell you now what you don't want to talk for news. It doesn't work in the Western world. Now wait till they see that they will talk. See all TV stations for Nigeria. Though they support incompetent leaders because they don't come close their station. That makes they do now. Now let Rufa from Arise TV. I see they bold, they talk sometimes. Apart from that, guys, forget the rest Nigerian journalists. Or inner ITV and radio, the guy that was working in DBS. The man is so bold to come out every time and address the issue of Nigeria. If Nigerian journalists continue talking, these people, they will be afraid. They are afraid of media. Not the American journalists talk now, say Nigeria must be sanctioned. Say the Christians in Nigeria, they are buying dead every day, and it's the fact. It's the truth. He said they link Iguane. And now, my life in there, life in there. My life in there. We have to, maybe in 10 minutes time, we have the debate. My life in there. Okay. So what am I saying, my brothers and sisters? We will not hesitate. Like me, Ogila will not stop. My whole critique is to make the government of the day to work. I've said it. If Okpeboro is doing well, I will support him. I heard that Okpeboro is going to continue with the second flying over. It's a welcome development. These are what we want in our state. Yes, they said the flyover in Adesuwa is going to be commenced. It's a welcome development. So we should be seeing how you are spending the dome money. Even if I don't support your government, but when you do something right, I will say it the way it is, my brother. I don't play bitter politics. No, I don't belong to any political party. And I don't want. Until the Nigerian politicians is doing well, they will motivate you now to say, okay, now you want to join one good political party. Tell me the party that is good in Nigeria. Tell me the party, like PDP, now PDP is ground zero. Look at how governors are decamping. Look at a platform you contested the election, you won. You are abandoning them because of your selfish interest. And those people will still come out again, and the same people will still vote for them. So you should know that these people never mean well for us. People that never even value the party that give them a platform to fly. After getting the mandate, they abandon the party. So you should know that kind of person, he doesn't want anything to be supporting. He does not want it. But we know they learn. We know they learn from their mistake. We will continue. These guys, they will continue to be using you guys. Or you guys will learn from your mistake. You don't know politicians. Politicians, their mindset now back, they don't be front. They don't have any sympathy. As far as they are grabbing the money, snatching it, taking it from the poor people, who cares about you? Who cares about you? Because their children don't live there. Their children live in overseas. So, now your whole problem with that. The Nigerian president, one of the talks, I will do an ID. America never utter one word, all of the fear. Who be Nigeria president for America? America can grant Nigeria economy to ground zero. And they can do it. They have the power. Iran, you know, as they use Iran to turn to. Iran money now, we better retain the roll on. Until those things go happen for Nigeria, Nigeria youth, they will never learn from their mistake. That one will make them, the hunger will make them to rise up and say, let's defend our country. If hungry never beat you now, where, now not go get sense. Go and stop America. Let American embassy pull out from Nigeria now. A lot of embassy will go out from there. America control the world. We should not deceive ourselves. America, they deal with better country. I'm not saying Nigeria will be like Google here. Then they come from now. Enough is enough. Like the video, thumbs up the video. Since you guys say you are not going to learn, you don't want to grow. You want to become slave for our country. God has given you guys what it takes to live a better life. You say no. Say now follow them. Follow their national. Great United States. God bless you. God bless United States of America. I really appreciate the effort. The senators in the United States, they should come to our rescue. The Christians, there is no way our senators they can defend it. The Christians, when Fuller and ESB don't buy for only Benue and just alone, it's uncountable. They should not tell any lies. The Christians that these guys have executed, forget this. None of them have account of. Nigeria government will not care about their citizens. Thousands of Nigerians have lost their life because of incompetent leaders. Thousands. People are running out of their community. They will burn their house and burn them alive. Burn all their property. You think America is not seeing what is going on? You see, there is one problem that is facing Nigeria. They think they are smart. You are not smart. The meaning of embassy, every embassy is a diplomatic relationship. They have that relationship with Nigeria. Most of the embassies, they pass the information. What happens in your country today? Before it circulates in the news, they will forward it to their country. You think America is blind? They know everything that is going on in Nigeria. The way you guys are oppressing the left, the people of Nigeria, the way you people are tormenting us, Nigeria cannot speak out anymore. The way you guys are rigging the election, America knows everything. Now, they want to tell you that they rule the world. I'll still ask now one. People where they hate Jagaban, make they hate Jagaban a baby for what America did. America can grant Jagaban to ground zero. Forget it. When people say Nigeria and America can come to Nigeria and do whatever they want to do. Heaven will not fall. People are talking about United Nations. Who controls United Nations? Is it not America? You talk about NATO. Who controls NATO? Is it not America? Forget this thing. All this is a story one of the talk. Once America don't talk, United Nations will support them. They don't get any option. Nigeria does not even have a seat in the United Nations because of corruption, human rights violation everywhere. Somebody talk to governor will get her to go. That's human rights violation. You are violating his right for governor to be arresting citizens. Governor does not have that power. It's people that elect you there. You cannot use the power that people has given to you to intimidate the people that is living within the same state because you are a governor. A mandate of 4 years, you guys now turn a tomato in the state that you are governing. You guys are tomatoes. You don't allow people to speak their mind anymore. I have never seen a country where citizens have no right to speak to their leaders. It means you have no right. If you have no right to speak to your leader, it means they are all rulers. They are not leaders. It's only rulers. You have no power. You have no authority to counter. Who is this? I always say we are not having leaders in Nigeria. We are having rulers. They behave like dictators. Look at the judiciary has been hijacked. You don't get judgment. You don't get judgment. Nothing is working in the society. All the whole institution is being damaged and destroyed. And you are telling me it is well with Nigeria. How? The useless and fake pastors everywhere in Nigeria, they are extracting money from the poor Nigerians to enrich themselves because they said they are second God, whereas they have no power. No power belongs to any human being in Nigeria. There is no presence of God there. We should not deceive ourselves. The way Nigerians are going to churches, me, I believe say God not hear Nigerian people prayer. Because why? The evil in that land is too much. Pastor, you go wear clothes, go church, go to preach, but an evil man. How evil man go to pray for you? How you go take get that blessing? You don't know where you go get that power from. You go to lay hand for your head. They cast more evil for your life, more and more. Leaders who pray for all these criminal governors, all these pastors, who are going to see vision for all these criminal governors that does not have conscience, president that does not have conscience, the senators who doesn't have conscience, and you guys are praying for them. They will go to church and come and say, come and make thanksgiving. Election that was being rigged for you, you go and give thanks to God. You take other people's mandate. I don't know how people think God is not a cheap man that you can just access like that. He's seeing all evil, all atrocity you guys are doing. That is why Nigeria is not moving. That is why Nigeria is not growing. Because the atrocity and the demonic power that the people is oppressing in that country is getting out of hand. It's high time we start speaking out as a Nigerian. It's our fundamental right to talk. You cannot quiet your mouth. Because the man that is going to buy you today, he himself, he don't know whether he will see tomorrow. Because no man is God. No man is God. One subscribe to Ogele TV. Nigeria, make they talk to them. Make una the guests, make una they grow. I've never seen people like this. They don't want to grow. You continue talking. Because of 2,000 they will give you. You will just lost your memory. The money that cannot change your life. You don't think about the future of your children. You don't think about the future of unborn children. The Western world, unborn children government has planned for them. God bless you, my brother. I'm fine. Unborn children in Norway today. The Norwegian government has planned for them already. You guys singing hallelujah with bunch of criminals that is ruling you guys, who does not have vision of leadership. And the people are still talking about 2027. In darkness, you talk about 2027 in darkness, a country without no electricity, no security, no good healthcare center, no good road, no good pipe and water. Tell me, name it. What do you have as a Nigerian? What can you use to proud today as a Nigerian? Like, these are the facilities we are enjoying in our country. Tell me, make mention, write it in the comment section. Just tell me. A government who could not build electricity for its own citizens. You should know they are evil. You should know they are not that the money is not there. We borrow billions upon billions. At the end of the day, we don't know what they are doing with the money. And you are telling me it is well with Nigeria. How is it well? And the useless pastors that are seeing vision for them, they are keeping quiet. They are not calling them to order that God is annoyed with them. No, they don't see those kind of vision. The vision they see is the man that is going to win election. This one will not come next year. This one, you are predicting evil people to come and rule us. They are all evil. Why must you be? God never stands for evil people to rule anybody on earth. My brother is trying to, okay. So, my brother, it's only Nigeria. Welcome, Mr. Chris. God bless you, my brother. Hello.
Hello, I can hear you.
God bless you, my brother. Happy Sunday, my brother.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah, I invited you today. There are
Happy week.
Yeah, same to you, my brother. Mr. Brother Chris, the reason why you are here today, there is a video I'm going to play to you in Arise TV. We're going to use about 15 minutes to listen to this video. That's about the sanction of Nigeria that America has predicted. And for me, before I play the video for you, my brother, I am 100% in support of America's sanction in Nigeria. Nigeria is like they are using the life of their citizens. They are joking with us. You know why they are joking with us? Because nobody is countering them. If Akpabio can come out in Arise TV and start saying they are going to send a delegate to America to do what? Using taxpayers' money to send a delegate to America to go and do negotiation? No. Are you going to deny that the Christians are not being killed in Nigeria? The answer is no. The answer is no. In Just Plateau, in Benue State, thousands of Christians, they have lost their life. The videos are all there. So, my brother, let me go ahead and share this video. You listen to what they were saying in Arise TV before you comment. Let me add the video here.
Since our people in Umukwata are not giving her the title of calling Chief of Umukwata all this while, I hereby bestow on you
again
the title
you've done it before.
of the Empress of Umukwata.
I hope you people are listening. Oh.
Good morning, Empress Oji.
Good morning, Queen Ayo. How are you this morning?
Empress.
I will not let you rest.
Empress
How
of
are you this
Umukwata.
morning? You know what? Today is Friday.
Yeah.
We're always
TGIF.
so excited on Friday.
Empress.
TGIF.
As from
Really
today,
excited. We are
Empress.
missing Dr. Abati today,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes,
Fantastic. Well, all right. Well, good morning to you, viewers. Let's begin what's trending. As the federal government continues to react to international condemnation of alleged Christian genocide in Nigeria, Senate President Godswill Akpabio has cautioned against portraying Nigeria's security crisis along religious lines, insisting terrorists and bandits.
Med utdanning I grafisk design blir du etterspurt I arbeidsmarkedet. Studer på nett fra 14. oktober og bli jobbklar på rekordtid.
Se til slutten. Jeg skal vise deg hvordan du kan skape ditt drømmesoverom med Beliani.
Nå på høstsalg med opp til 50% rabatt på hele nettsiden.
Handle nå! Størst utvalg og attraktive priser. Beliani.no.
What's going with the video?
target citizens indiscriminately, regardless of faith. Akpabio issued the warning during Thursday's plenary while contributing to a motion on alleged religious persecution of Christians in Nigeria. Akpabio questioned how anyone could differentiate victims by religions after attacks, emphasizing that violence affects all Nigerians equally.
If you look at what is happening in the Southeast, predominantly Christians, most of those that are killed in the Southeast, including the late husband of our demised icon, Dora Akunyili, the way the man was shot dead and everything, will you come and ascribe that to religion? I'm talking about what IPOP is doing. You see brothers killing brothers. Okay, so the sit-at-home that is going on Mondays in the Southeast that has almost crippled the economy of the Southeast. Is it targeted at Christians or Muslims? So Nigeria has complex security situations, and we should actually go out there and educate people, because the moment they bring sanctions will breed poverty. Poverty knows no religion. So for me, engagement will be the best. So when we go into executive session, we can decide to set up a small ad hoc committee to go to United States of America and engage our colleague parliamentarians there. And then to also educate them. Because if you see what these people are doing, most of them are outsiders. When they come and start spraying bullets from GP, or what do you call it, or they throw rocket, they are not throwing rocket into the crowd targeting a particular religion. They are killing Nigerians. I don't know who will now go and sit down and bring out maybe the dead bodies and say, this one is a Christian, this one is from this family, this must be a Muslim. So we are facing a situation whereby these terrorists are trying to terminate the lives of Nigerians. No, I was about to look at your side, because I think a lot of herbalists have also been killed in the. Is there anybody that is opposed to this motion? Okay.
All right. Every Nigerian life matters, including herbalists, according to Godswill Akpabio there. Now, that was Senate President Godswill Akpabio arguing that, framing terrorism as a conflict between Christians and Muslims is misleading and, only deepens divisions among Nigerians. The motion sparked intense debate on Thursday as lawmakers weighed national security narratives against reports of targeted attacks on religious communities across various states. Well, Akpabio's comments, however, have garnered several reactions on social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and of course, X, formerly known as Twitter. And I'll start with an X post. This person wrote, Nigerians have been killed, both Christians and Muslims. This is a fact. However, it is unnecessary to constitute a delegation that would travel to the US to tell the full story. It is just another means to misappropriate taxpayers' funds. The truth will be told one day. Imagine Rufai Ayo, they want to send a delegation to the United States of America.
Is that not what they do?
Yes. And let me take another post that this person wrote. Don't forget that this same Senate screened and cleared someone who forged his certificate to be minister. Let's hope that their US counterparts will not tell them, what for? What are you doing here? That's the question. Gradually, Nigeria will have external intervention since the internal ones have failed to yield results. And, one of the comments Godswill Akpabio made about, IPOB and the Southeast killing Nigerians, which, also is a fact. And I'll take a reaction from Facebook. This person posted on Facebook saying, your opinion is acknowledged, but we have to set a boundary line between secessionists and jihadists. Once you know the root cause of this insecurity, you will realize the Christian suffering.
Balance. Yes, I said we can go straight to the point now rather than just play the audio there because we have network problem here.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, my brother. You have listened to the video. You can comment on it. You just go ahead. Say
yes, the video wasn't too clear, but when I heard that word sanction, I think the sanction is coming too late to me as a person. The sanction is coming too late. Look at the level of human rights violation in Nigeria and the level of insecurity. Let's take the issue of Kanu for a case study. Kanu has been in detention since for the past 8 years now, if I'm not lying. He was arrested under the Goodluck Jonathan's administration. Buhari spent 8 years.
Buhari's government. Maybe it's about
it was Buhari's tenure. Yes, they arrested under Buhari's tenure. They brought it to Nigeria under Buhari's tenure. Tinubu is here. The court is neither taking decision or prolonging matters over the issue of Kanu. And I'm telling you, Nigeria judiciary is a shame to the entire world. I'm of the opinion that by now, 10 years back, the United States or the Western country would have sanctioned Nigeria. Looking at the level of inhuman character that is being meted in human behavior of the leadership of this country. The way and manner they are treating the innocent Nigerians. The elites, they are being exonerated. They are not affected. Now, if you look at the issue of Kanu, it has raised so many questions in our judiciary system. People do not have the right to speak their mind. People are being oppressed. A lot of things have happened right from the days of Buhari.
Go ahead. Yeah, we are waiting for him before he comes back. According to what my brother was saying, it's just disgusting the way Akpabio is saying they want to send a delegate to America. We don't use our taxpayers' money to send any delegate to America.
Can you hear me clearly?
I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Now, what I'm trying to say is that the sanction is coming too late. And the Western country and the United States of America should implement the sanction immediately. The sanction should be implemented immediately. Nigeria is gradually drifting to the lonely ocean in this country. We have never had a terrible government like this, where citizens do not have the right to speak their mind. We saw in the days of Buhari how Kanu was being arrested in one of these African countries, bundled into Nigeria illegally. Now today, there's a lot of protest in all corners of Nigeria. When you go to the east, you have the IPOB, you have a lot of insecurity in the southeast. When you come to Niger Delta, you still have militancy. You have a lot of protests in the Niger Delta. Then when you come to the south, which is still part of the Niger Delta, you still have insecurity. You have the same insecurity. So there is no part of the country that is actually free. We saw it when this governor just came into power, when he was inaugurated. We saw what happened in Urobi. In a responsible society, in a society that is properly governed, you don't see things like that. People were handpicked, bundled, and set on fire. It has never happened in the history of Nigeria. It happened under the leadership of Tinubu because they have failed to carry out their duty as the president and the chief security officer of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Nigerians are crying in pain. Nobody cares about their cry. We saw what happened in Edo State during and after the election. So even the case of Edo State alone was enough for the Western country to sanction Nigeria. If America can sanction other developed economies of the world, I think Nigeria is just a bube to me as a person. Yes, and I will repeat it, 10 years, 15 back, before now, the Western country ought to have sanctioned Nigeria because the federal government does not care about the citizens of this country. What they are after is how much can they loot, how much can they share among themselves. So what happened to the Nigerian citizen is none of their business. There is no part of this country you go to, you are freedom. Look at what is happening in Plateau State, Kwara State. When you come to Edo State, let me use Edo State for a case study. In every 10 person that passes you and they speak Yoruba somehow, when you ask them, they will tell you they are from Kwara State. They are all running down south. They are running down. Or whichever way you want to compare, Edo State is still better off. Where are the security agents? What are they doing? What is the government doing? I listened to Odome, Senator Odome. He was analyzing the take-home of Nigeria security officials and the security take-home of American soldiers. He said an average American, whether they call them corporal, so I think that's the basic, the lowest rank in the military US. They take home $2,400 monthly. Then in the case of Nigeria, though he commended the government of Tinubu that they take home, I think about 130,000 naira monthly. Now a man who take home 130,000 naira monthly, how can that money take care of his family? How can that money pay the bill of his family? And how would that man be able to secure lives and property under his watch? These are questions begging for answer. Akpabio speaking on behalf of the federal government of Nigeria. To some extent, he doesn't know what to say. He's not aware of the problem of Nigerians. He stay in the Senate, Senate chamber, whatever. His house is attacked with a lot of security personnel. He doesn't watch our local TV. He watch Al Jazeera, CNN, and BBC. So he doesn't see what the average Nigerian man see on the street. So whatever he say is his personal opinion. He's not interested. If you ask him in the past, let me say 4, 5, 6, 7 months, he has never one day been to his own constituency. And if ever he went there, he has gone there, he went there with security aid. He doesn't know what is happening, what is affecting these people. So I'm of the opinion that the sanction should come immediately. Nigeria is a threat to the whole of Africa. Not just Africa, Nigeria is becoming a threat to the entire world. There is no part of the country you go to. You can sleep with your 2 eyes closed. The federal government is claiming to be ignorant of the insecurity Nigerians are faced. I just got back home now. I went to a party. I was telling a friend whom we were there together, I said, let's go home. I'm not sure of where we are because of the level of insecurity. If I can say that in Edo State, what are people living somewhere around Maiduguri, Kwara State, Abuja, and other parts of the state? What is their fate? On a daily basis, Nigeria are faced with a lot of challenges bordering on insecurity. The government is supposed to be doing nothing about it. The security agent, we must thank them. We must appreciate them. Have you ever seen the van used by the police or the military? It's not enough to protect them. It's not enough. They are just putting their life at risk. How much are they paying them? The salary they take home is not enough to take care of their bills at the end of the month. Yet you want them to die for the sake of Nigeria because probably they were looking for a job. The only option available was to join the security force, and now the government wanted to be perished. It's an unfortunate situation. The federal government cannot tell you they don't know what is happening in this country. The late General Sani Abacha once told Nigerians that when terrorism lasts for 24 hours, the government of the day should be held responsible. The government from 1999 should tell Nigeria what is happening in terms of insecurity to this country. A lot of things have happened. They will tell you there is somebody mediating between the Boko Haram and the federal government of Nigeria. An individual, a Nigerian mediating between a terrorist organization with the federal government of Nigeria. Can that happen in the United States of America? We saw when Osama bin Laden bombarded the World Trade Center. It only took America some time. Osama bin Laden was fished out and he was killed. He was never spared. The federal government of Nigeria, what are they doing? With all the resources that is available, with the money that is available, yet an average Nigerian man cannot travel for at least 14 kilometers. They are afraid because somebody's awaiting them. Either they are going to kill you or they are going to arrest you, keep you somewhere, demand for ransom. So the government, the Inspector General of Police, the Chief of Army Staff, the Chief of Defense Staff, the President, the Minister for Interior, and the rest of them, they cannot tell you they don't know what is happening in the country. They should come and explain to Nigerians what is actually happening to this country in terms of insecurity. You can't tell me that the Chief of Army Staff, the Chief of General Staff, the Inspector General of Police, they don't know what is happening to this country in terms of insecurity. Nigerians are complaining. People are dying. A lot of things are happening. Nigeria is becoming an orphan. Nigeria is like an orphan. Nigeria is like an orphan. Nobody cares. When allocation comes, the state governor, they share the money among themselves. Security vote goes into their private pocket. So they don't care whether the average Nigerian man will be hurt while they are traveling, doing their legitimate business. What they are solely concerned is how much have they got on the monthly allocation, security votes. You see political leaders fighting over security vote. It happened in Edo State. It happened in Edo State. Now, the government have a lot of questions to answer under this administration. Not just only this administration. We saw it during the days of Jonathan. The whole of Abuja was burning. The whole of the city was burning. The whole of the north was burning. Buhari came in. Nigeria thought probably insecurity will end in Nigeria. It only relaxed for a while, after which they pick up. Now they are starting again. The transition is coming up. In a couple of years from now, by next year, campaign will start. These guys, they live within Nigeria. They know when to strike and not to strike. Now election year is coming. Politicians also patronize them. Politicians, they patronize them. You can't tell me stakeholders in the north, the stakeholders in the north, they are not aware of the insecurity they are facing over there. You have retired generals, you have retired Inspector General of Police, Air Force, Navy, all the security personnel, they are all in the north. In a very tactical manner, you won't tell me that they are not aware where these are coming from. But everybody seems to be claiming ignorant of the situation Nigeria is facing today. Now, when the president is coming in a responsible society, he will tell you, I'm going to fight insecurity. Tinubu want to come as a president. A lot of them want to come as a president. Now, the question Nigeria need to ask them, give us freedom to walk free on the landmass of Nigeria. And how are you going to do it? They can't give you an answer. One, they are not media friendly. Two, they know where the problem is, but they cannot expose it to the ordinary Nigerian man who is on the street begging for their daily living. They can never explain it to you. Security situations, sometimes they are not things you discuss on a platform like this. But I also appreciate the fact that for you to become an AIG, Chief of Army Staff, Chief of Defense Staff, Chief of Naval Staff, Chief of Air Staff, you must have seen it all. I think this guy has a better explanation to Nigerians. We cannot keep mute over the situation Nigerians is facing. Go to Kwara State. Kwara State is gradually becoming a graveyard. Kwara State is gradually becoming a graveyard. Now look at the whole of Southeast. Their economy is dying by the day. What they are doing now, they are taking their business down to Niger Delta. South, they are taking their business away. I think the Igbos, the Easterners should sit down and ask themselves, how did we get it wrong? You are only developing another state economy, another state. You are only developing them, generating more revenue for them. The Lagosian or the Lagos state government will not messing the Easterners. They will go to destroy their investment, they will go to destroy their property, they don't care. But an average Igbo man have never wanted to sit down and ask themselves, why are we developing Lagos? Why are we developing Niger Delta? When you go to Delta State here, Delta State was just a creation of yesterday, out of Edo State. Delta State is as developed as Lagos State as a result of the insecurity in the east. Now, the Eastern Affair, they can no longer survive there. They started bringing their business down to the Niger Delta. Asaba. Go and see the development in Asaba. Structural development, business, they are booming in Asaba. The reason that they see Asaba as a safe haven, they see Edo State as a safe haven. They can no longer do business in their place. I think those who perpetuated insecurity in the southeast, it's high time they sit down and ask themselves, what do we really want? What do we really want? Even the government is being hostile to the Easterners. I think within themselves, they should need to sit down and ask themselves, what do we want? Can violence give us an answer? The answer is no. Because the state you are developing, investing your money, in the next 10, 15 years, the state will be better than your state. I was in Abia State some time ago. When I woke up in the morning in the hotel, I look at the east. The sun was rising. I said, there is something good in this state. I asked myself a lot of questions. I said, this state is just like my own state. Why are you people running away from your state? You are developing another man's state at the expense of your own state. Your generation will cry when the time comes. When you take the capital investment of the Eastern or the Igbos away from Lagos, Lagos will ground zero. But they keep on investing their money in Lagos. And in a very tactical manner, successive government have been doing everything humanly possible to deprive the Easterners from developing their own economy. Everything, every infrastructure that's tried business, they are domiciled in Lagos. Lagos was once a federal capital territory. Yes, the Igbos, they are victims of Lagos today. So the federal government, by now the United States of America, are expected to immediately tighten their belt against Nigeria when it comes to insecurity. And the issue of sanction should be implemented immediately. Nigeria are going through hard time under this present administration and the government of the former late General Muhammadu Buhari. Nigeria saw hair. Nigeria saw hair. We cannot continue with a government like that. Go to the length and breadth of Nigeria. There is no place you can go walk freely on the streets. Infrastructure, they have been becoming something else. You don't have good hospital, you don't have good road, you don't have electricity. I think about a few days ago, BDC or NEPA, as the name is called, they just put a circular around every house in Benin, telling people they are going to increase effect from November. We're in October, next month is November. They are going to increase electricity bill. Now, I was discussing with someone, I told them, I said, look, they just work on the psychology of the people. If they have brought in the bill on notice to the people, there would have been protests. So what they did was we kind of give some few days interval or a month interval. By next month, we are going to increase our electricity tariff. Why are you increasing electricity tariff? Why some parts of the day do not have light? The BDC only concentrated in some strategic area where they know they get money from. They don't care whether other community within the city, whether they benefit from it or not. So the government of Nigeria, I think, it's high time they wake up from their slumber. We saw what happened during the days of Jonathan's election transition that brought in General Muhammadu Buhari. We saw the role the Western country play that led to the failure of PDP. I think they should come in now. Nigerians are inviting them. Right-thinking Nigerians are inviting them. The session should start immediately. When you go to the northeast, you see people from the north coming down to the south. They have never been part of us. We don't have the same religion. We don't have the same culture. We just have the same faith. When they come here, we are finding it difficult to cope with their way of life. We are finding it difficult. When you drive through the highway, it has never happened in the history of Benin, Edo State, that when you construct a road, there's always a coverage at the center of the road. They call it manhole. It has never happened. Those Alamajiri from the north, those are Boki from the north, they go to the center of the road and pull up this thing. And the government has never made any statement over it. The governor can be a victim. The president can be a victim. Anybody, any Nigerian can be a victim. But the government have never wanted to do something on how to tackle those nonsense. When you see most of those crimes that is being committed in parts of the city today, they are not being committed by the real indigenous of this state. They are being committed from those by those who came from somewhere.
Like the video. So go ahead.
You understand? They are being committed by people who came in from somewhere. Now, let me give you an example. You who is speaking there now, you stay in the Western country. When you landed in the airport, were you allowed to just dash into the street and start moving around? No, the answer is no. You went through a lot of orientation, psychologically, emotionally, economically, and otherwise, before you were allowed to stabilize yourself in that country. But in the issue of Nigeria, we don't care. If I may ask a question now,
yeah, the network is
of network problem. What is the relationship between the Kane Bono Empire and the Benin Empire? Why will a man leave his own state? Come, yes, there's nothing wrong. We are one Nigeria. Nobody's preaching against that. But the kind of people, the character that comes into the state, I think we have a lot of questions to ask them. What exactly do they want? If the governor of these various states have been able to fix their state security-wise, they will be coming down. You see children of school age, they are somewhere Ramat Park, 5 Junction. They are somewhere around Akpakpava. What are they doing? They are begging. No skill, no education, no empowerment. But by the time these children are fully grown on the streets, they become a threat to the society. Our government, they don't care about it. They don't care about it. Security agent ought to have advised the government that these children that is littered on the street, the government need to do something about it. There's a place they call Mission Road. There's a Catholic church somewhere around there. When you go there, my brothers, and I saw the kind of character you see there. These are people, they are not from the South. They are just there. 24 hours of the day, they are there. What are they doing? The government have never deemed it fit since 1999 till date to think and ask themselves, what do we need to do about these people? Can we resettle them? Can we make provision for them? Can we take care of them? Sometimes they have a place they came from. If the government cannot manage them, the government need to find out, ask them, which state are you from? Where did you come from? If it is wise for them to relocate them back to their state, or it is wise for the government of the state to resettle them, I think the government need to do it. It doesn't tell well about the state. I am telling you, it doesn't tell well about the state. Most of the things you see around on the street is a sign of a failed state. When you ask what are those characteristics of a failed state, one, you have insecurity, underdevelopment, and just to mention them a few. These are things that is domiciled within the landmass of Nigeria. Nigeria is a failed state. Buhari came, he told Nigeria he was going to fix the problem of Nigeria. Every Nigeria came into his ideology while he was campaigning. Unfortunately, when he assumed office, what we saw was the opposite. Today, an average Nigerian man, when you meet with them, they are glorifying the early days of the so-called democracy we practice today. Nigerians are in pain. Nigerians are mourning kind of leadership we have in this country today. A country where you don't have the right to speak, a country where you will be detained in the prison without a trial. The judiciary seems to be under the control of the government of the day. Yes, there are 3 arms of government. You have the judiciary, you have the executive, and you have the legislature. The judiciary does not have a say as far as Nigeria system is concerned. The judiciary of Nigeria is a failed system of leadership. The judiciary today, the role they are playing, the world to come will ask them if judiciary is the hope of a common man. I listened to Femi Falana recently. He said judiciary is no longer the hope of the common man, it's the hope of the elites. When an election is rigged in Nigeria, the ruling party who had the opportunity of taking the mandate unlawfully will tell you go to court because they have a way of influencing the court. A society like that, you think investor will come in, you think people will come do business with such a country? The answer is no. The session is coming too late. And let's also use the opportunity to also tell you, the West, they are so corrupt. They have problems on their own. You can see what is happening in Israel. You can see what is happening in Gaza and the rest of them. There is no peace in the world. If Nigeria cannot fix their home, they are expecting the Western country to come and fix their home. They rather go and sleep and wake up again. The West, they have problems. Russia-Ukraine war is affecting Europe. The war in Gaza, Israel, Iran is affecting the whole of the world. America is having a problem. There is China war. There is Taiwan war. And just to mention a few. So if you think America will come and concentrate and find solution to your problem, I think they will better wait. Nigeria is like a sleeping child. Nigeria is like a sleeping child. When you see this country, when you wake up in the morning, you weep for this country. There is nothing tangible you can hold on to. Election year is coming. Oh, you are seeing that they are trying to kind of carry out projects in one part of the country or the other. It will work. It will work. It's coming too late. If you bring in World Bank to Edo State, they cannot fix the problem of Edo State in the next 5 years. Now you take of the federation, you think they can fix the problem? The unfortunate side of it, now Edo State is a bit peaceful compared to some other states around. You are seeing the influx of people from other states, they are coming to Edo State. Their coming is giving us a very big problem here. The so-called dirty infrastructure they have here, they are being overstretched. You are having overpopulation, the place is becoming crowded. It is no government business. The government does not make plan, the government is not interested. What they are so keen about is how much they have generated and how much can they share among themselves and the leadership of the party. It's an unfortunate situation. No country survived like that. We are privileged to read the history of other wars. They never start their life like their politics will never play like. If ever they do make a mistake in the time past, I think in a very tactical manner they've been able to correct some of those abnormalities they saw in the time past. But in the case of Nigeria, it has become a norm. It has become a norm. Look at the Edo State politics today. It doesn't favor the people of Edo South. Edo South is a failure politically when it comes to Edo State. Oshomole, smartly enough, he became the governor. He rode on the shoulder of the Bini people, the people of Edo South, to become a governor, to become a governor of this state. But the first set of people he humiliated was the people of Edo South. When Chief Tony Anene became the chairman board of trustee of the then PDP, the people of Edo South run 24 hours on Uromi looking for Anene. But today, the people of Edo South, they are playing a class role in Edo State politics. They control about 60% or 65% of Edo State population. Yet, they don't have a say in the politics of Edo State. Those who call themselves leaders, they are not leaders. They are just busy fighting for their own personal gain, what they can put on their pocket. I saw when the former head of state was buried. I took my time to watch the whole of the scene, what unfolded on that very day. I asked myself, this is a man who once controlled the army, the air force, the navy. He controls heaven and earth as far as Nigeria was concerned. But look at the way he was laid down on that very last day. No gold, no money, no car, no house was buried alongside with him. He was buried in a very simple form. I would have expected the leadership of Nigeria, even if they have done something wrong in the past, looking at the way the former head of state was buried, they will learn a lesson. They will learn a lesson. But they don't. They will save for their generation yet unborn. They send their children abroad to go and school. But the unfortunate side of it, you send your children abroad to go and school, to go and get the Western education, to get the Western knowledge. We've never seen any of them in UCH, UBTH.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chris. God bless you, my brother. I know, because why I just give you time to talk is because of your network. And no network, Nigeria network is not trusted. So, my brother, as I was saying today, before my guest came on board, my own, I'm supporting, Mr. Dixon, I saw your comment. I am supporting America sanction Nigeria. Do you know why? It's going to be a wake-up call to the leaders of the country. It's going to be a wake-up call to the politicians. They will know the game is not going to be as usual. Before anything, I'm going to open my phone line now. Who want to contribute can call in, contribute your own quota. So let's see how it goes. For me, I'm 100% supporting the American government to sanction Nigeria. Make una dey thumbs up the video. Make una say they put thumbs up for the video, like and share. I've been super chat. Without Israel, not put super chat. Una go there, nobody super chat me. It's not good. Now time now they create, say they do all these things. All of us were there, and Nigerians, all of us be. Let me bring it back again on board. So for me, I'm with the support of Nigeria being sanctioned. Chris, hold on. For me, I'm with the support of Nigeria being sanctioned because you know why? It will be a wake-up call to the leaders. For me, I don't call them leaders, I call them rulers. Because leaders have visions. It's only rulers who does not have visions. What they are going to benefit is what they're after. Because Nigeria, even the Nigerian youth that is not talking now, when everybody suffer for 1 year, nobody will tell them not to rise up and defend their country. Rising up is, I'm not supporting violence. Rise up with a peaceful demonstration. Bring the government to stand still. Tell them your demands. It's your right. It's your fundamental right to tell them your demands. That is why you are in Nigeria. Don't be afraid. For me, if any Nigerian want to protest, it's not by protesting, go and jack New Benin market women. Those one has nothing to do when it comes to government. The people, they are struggling for their life. The problem of Nigeria protest, they will take it to another dimension entirely.
Now the sanction, you know, the Western countries, they are very corrupt. The Western countries, they are very corrupt. Whatever statement they make is political. Now, when you talk about sanction, the sanction does not affect the senior citizen.
Chris, it affects them in some area. Nigeria is another producing country. America, let me tell you one thing. When you are saying the Western world is corrupt, for me, I am not saying they are free in corruption 100%. No. If they are corrupt, maybe it might be 20% corruption. Nigeria that is corrupt, listen to me. You know, like you know, if you have $1 million now, you are bringing it to Norway to come and invest. The government need that tax from you. You are the one that steal your money, your people's money. Do they come to Nigeria to take it from you? Do they come to Nigeria? My brother, we should reason it from another aspect. The Nigerian leaders that steal our money to come and invest in abroad, they are the most worst people on earth. How many Europeans will steal their money? My brother, how many Europeans?
Do you know why they come with some of those illicit money abroad? Now, the money is not a genuine money. Another thing, you don't have an idea. They felt probably the only safe place they can take this money to is to take it to the Western country. Probably the
they will seize their property. Nobody survived it. They will allow you to invest it here. After investing, they will seize it.
Yes. You see, a lot of it is here. The Western country, I think they're also a problem to Africa. Now you are telling these guys, don't do X, Y, Z. When they come, they want to come invest. Yes, they are capitalist economy. They want people to come and invest their business. You understand? They want their tax. They want to collect money from people. It's not how you get the money. It's not their problem. But the truth of the matter, the source through which the money is leaving, I think it's a questionable one.
No, Mr. Chris,
now, I talk about probably the government, the Western country.
Mr. Chris, let me come in here. You see these Nigerian criminals, politicians, they are very smart. Even if they see money, they don't come with their names because they are public figure. The Western world, they knows them. They disguise and come with they come with other colors entirely. They will not be traced. Somebody like Wike, is it today Wike acquired this property? He takes long time for Oshowore to expose him. It takes a lot of months. So my brother, they disguise to come in. They cannot just go and carry Nigerian money as a minister and come. No. Those people that can even detain you, you can even be arrested. There is no light. I know.
Can you see what I'm doing now?
Yeah, there is no light.
Yes, we've not had light since morning, or even over the night there has not been light. Now what they do, they just brought in the light briefly and they've seized the lights now. By Monday, they're on the streets embarrassing people with BDCB or NEPA B. It is nobody's business. People will protest. You see, an average Nigerian man live a private life. They've been able to secure some basic amenities for themselves. So when the neighbor is affected, it's none of their business. Within our neighborhood, we don't sleep. You have a lot of noise here and there. The beer parlor, they play their music all day long. Everywhere is vibrating. You have the weather, they are blending their iron. The whole place is noisy. Nobody talks about it. Even if the environmental come in there, when you give them just 1,000, they just go leave. It's not their business because they are not being affected. But if they are well paid, if they are well taken care of, the government is fully responsible, they will do what is right before the society and before market. So a lot of issues is happening in Nigeria. You just sit down and just on a touch, try to kind of brighten my face so that people can see who is actually speaking. This is the country we find ourselves. This is the country we find ourselves. The government don't care.
The same president that is trying to contest in 2027 was the man that came out in the media and told Nigeria, if I cannot give you electricity, don't vote for me. Have you gotten the 24 hours electricity now?
Now the question I need to put across now: can the Nigeria Union of Journalists or Nigeria Press Conference or whatever, can they organize themselves and call the presidency? You have to give us a brief, at least for 1 hour. Your 1 year in the office, your 2 years in the office, and the rest of them. Let them speak in respect of the economy, the socio-economic development, and the rest of them. You can't find them. They will speak. They will speak. The reason is that they don't have a template they are operating on. What they are just saying is just political nonsense and the rest of them, political gimmicks. At the end of the day, they will tell you, we will capture this state. We are going to capture this state. So when you see people like that, you know that they don't have vision. If you call the president now, why is there no light in Nigeria? It's a part of your campaign during the election, before the election. You told Nigeria after 1 month or thereabout, you are able to stabilize Nigeria electricity or water electricity supply. Why is there now? You go past 1 year in the office, there's still no light electricity supply in the country. He cannot give you answer. They are not media friendly. They are not media friendly. So what you just see, well, an average Nigerian man, when you go to some of these markets, you can hardly breathe. There's carbon, there's pollution everywhere. Every household they have generator, every apartment they have generator. So at the end of the day, the society is polluted, the whole compound is polluted, the environment is polluted. It's nobody's business. You can imagine the number of shops in New Benin now. The number of shops in New Benin, they have generator on their own. They have generator. So when you quantify the number of shops within the Benin market and the number of generator they are using, the number of shops and the generator they are using, you don't ask yourself, can these people actually survive? A lot of pollutions everywhere. So it is an unfortunate situation. We don't have government. We don't have government. They are not prepared. They are not focused. Mindless. They don't care what happened to the average Nigerian man. Their sole aim is how much can they make? How much have they make? Have you ever seen during the days of Buhari, they call him for a media conference. He didn't attend. He can't speak. He can't tell Nigerians what he needs to tell Nigerians. What the Nigerian needs, he can't. Even this administration, he has never briefed. They will tell you, go and meet their special advisor. Their special advisor are very hard. You see what happened Femi Fani-Kayode. You see how he bullied one of the journalists. You can't ask that question. He's a man, he's no longer in the government. But the question was thrown at him. You saw the way he reacted, the very draconian manner. You can imagine if that man was formerly a public officer, and if given an opportunity, you can imagine how he's going to lead the people. It's an unfortunate situation. I weep for this country. I weep for this country.
Yeah,
see what APC have led into.
Yeah, well done, my brother, Mr. Chris. You see, on my own take on this sanction, the issue of sanction, I am still repeating it, 100% supporting the Americans. Nigeria need to undergo that sanction because we are saying if America really mean Nigeria can go on their knee. These leaders, At the time the money they are looting is not valid all over the world, I think they will change their mindset. I'm telling you honestly, America know how to conquer if they want to conquer. They know the logic. Nigeria, we are not smart. They know the logic. Every materials are with them to grant your economy. Nigeria is a member of OPEC. Who control the OPEC in the world is America. Who controls the United States? Who controls the United Nations is America. So we should not need to decide. Do you know why Akpabio is afraid now? Trying to say they want to send a delegate to America? Because he knows once America means you, once they means you, you will regret it. Because why? Are you not telling me that Christians in Plateau State and in Benue State has not been slaughtered for many years? There are thousands of them have been slaughtered.
Listen, let me tell you one thing. I try to kind of figure some of the things Akpabio was saying. The killing in the part, let me say, all parts of Nigeria is not restricted to a certain religion. They don't care whether you're a Muslim, Christian, the unbeliever, the rest of them. They are just there.
But it's just like most people that suffered was the Christian religion. We're seeing a lot of protest. The bandits were going, Fulani were going to their villages, burn them alive, destroy their homes. That's the state we have a governor. They could not build the security architecture.
Do you know why it's like that? Do you know why it's like that? In the 80s, General Ibrahim Babangida was the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We must give it to Edo people. Then he came in with this IMF loan and the rest of them that affected Nigeria economy and the rest of them. The Benins or the debt benders, they got a vision for themselves that the future might be very tough. They started running away from Nigeria, traveling abroad and the rest of them. Then the wife of the IBB then came in with a pet project called Better About Nigeria. What that means is that a family will now reduce their childbirth probably to 3-4 thereabouts. Some part of the country never key into it, i.e., the Northerner, they never key into it. The Northerner, it was an opportunity for them to kind of get married to more than 4-7 wives. The Benins started traveling abroad, looking for a greener pasture. Today, whichever way you want to interpret it, there is any state that is a bit comfortable, whether the government function or the government never function. I think Edo State is one of the states. When I say it, I'm talking of Edo South. They are comfortable. God has helped them. Courtesy of their loved ones who traveled abroad, they took a lot of risk. I've always had a reason to tell friends, I say, look, when you conduct a DNA test on the bones and the blood that flow on the Mediterranean Sea, about 85% of those blood, they are from Edo South. Even if they are saying that, yes, the brother just died there, the second brother will just prepare and say, Mommy, I'm going. Whatever that happens, we'll take it like that. And when he embark on that trip, one day you get a phone call that brother just enter Europe now. New life have started. The Northerners or some parts of this country never saw anything good in getting the Western education. Key into that program. A wife, Miriam Babangida, introduced them. They never saw anything good in it. The South, they went to school. The Southwest, they went to school. They tried to get a ski. But today, those Northerners who deliberately refuse to key into these developmental projects, their government established them. Today, they are the one committing those havoc. They are the one committing those havoc. A Benima cannot go into crime. Yes, they are not perfect. An average Benima today, some parts of this country, you can't go there, you can't dare it. I was going to
network behave well now.
From the transport company here. When we got to the bridge, in a very tactical manner, I'm not used to that place. The driver in the way stopped somehow. People were making calls, no to them. Within the space of 2 minutes, these guys, they acted in the commando style. You have the military checking point, you have the police checking point, all kind of security, they were all domiciled within the bridge there. Nobody could utter a word. And this guy acted in the commando style within 2-3 minutes. He left. A guy that was seated by me, I think they pulled 9 of her hair. This style they call Bob Marley. They pull off 9, and the girl almost died. They were dragging her head through the window. I didn't talk, they didn't touch me. When I got to Benin, I went back to that park. I said, look at what happened. They said, do you know this? I said, I don't know the bed. But luckily for me, I snapped the vehicle when I was traveling. Because it's strange land. I've not been there before. I snapped the vehicle, I snapped the number, and I showed it to the manager. I said, this man connived with those criminals in the bridge who wreak havoc on the passenger. Even while the security personnel were right there with us. They were right there with us. So when you begin to see things like that, you don't need a prophecy. You know that the government is failing. You will trek almost from the bridge to somewhere around Ihiala Junction. The question I ask myself, the Easterners, do they have traditional ruler? Do they have religion leader? Do they have political leader? What is happening? What is going on in this part of the country? There is no part of that state you go to, you don't have military, you don't have police, you don't have all kinds of checking points. Yet, the security situation there is not improved. The security situation in the Southeast is never improved. So I don't know what is going on. The kind of country we find ourselves, the kind of people that have led this country since 1999, what they have at the back of their mind, and what they are doing and what they intend to do for the people of Nigeria. Nigerians are complaining. Nigerians are dying. Nigeria, you see, we complain about the Israel war and the Gaza, Ukraine, Russia war. You see, the kind of journalism we have here is not like the Western journalism. We don't reveal some of these things that is happening here. What is going on here is worse than what is happening in Ukraine, Gaza, Israel, and the rest of them. It's worse than. You don't relate them. You don't make statements. The government will look for you. You can't have a hiding place. If a criminal is making a call, the government does not have the capacity to track that individual. It's within the landmass of Nigeria, it's within the territory of Nigeria. That's to tell you that the government have a lot of questions to answer. I have a phone. You are calling from wherever you are calling from. Now my phone will tell me the kilometer you are calling from. My phone will be telling me the street you are calling from. If my local phone can prove that to me, what about the government of Nigeria? They can't track a criminal. They can't tell you where the criminal is at a particular time. That individual is whisked away. Sometimes they can lose their life. Their family are compelled to pay some huge amount of money. At the end of the day, that individual is still killed. Brother, I don't know. Security vote, the essence of that security, what that thing is doing, what they are using the money for. I don't know. When you go to police station, you are compelled to pay money for bail and the rest of them. You are compelled to pay. You don't go free. So of all this money that is being generated by the police, where is the money going to? Where is the money going to? So we have a lot of questions to answer. I don't know. The United States of America was not built like this. Europe was not built like this. And some other developed economies of the world, they were not built like this. You cannot tell me that the commissioner of police in the state will not know those who are criminals in the state. He should. He should. I made a statement, one of our previous agree. I said, look, if we feel probably criminals, they are in the certain university, what the government need to do, send some of the police, some of the security agents, let them go and get a course for a period of 4 years, 3 years, or 5 years thereabouts. While they are there, they are undergoing try to know what is happening in the school. By the time they are done, it will be easy to handpick those students who are responsible for creating unrest within the campus environment. But the government have not done that. The police are corrupt, the security agents, they are corrupt. What they are so after is how much can they really get from the people? Even if the government decide to pay them 1 million today, they are still not satisfied because it has become part of them. And they compel people to do things ordinarily they are not supposed to do. So when you begin to have a society like that, you don't need the proof to tell that this state is already a failed state. What you see about this country today is a sign of a failed state. No country survive like this. You can't do the business in the country like this, where lives and property is not safe. People will ask, where is the security vote governor gets for every month? When allocation to the state comes, allocation to the security vote comes along to the governor, along with the security agents. What are they doing with those money? Yet life is still not protected. What they do, they go and buy Sienna, use Healers van, start sharing among police. Police use them to kind of take their children to school. go to market and the rest of them. The reason or the purpose why that car was bought and given to them can never be implemented. So when you have a society like that, well, so be it. It's an unfortunate situation. Everybody is desperate. Everybody want to own a 4 flat at the city center. Everybody want to own a car. Nobody want to protect their future. We saw how a former chief of air staff was killed by just a non-entity, a bus conductor. A former chief of air staff was killed by a non-entity. When you see it, they just brought the light now. When you see things like that, you don't need to fear. You don't need to fear. That is why an average Nigerian man believes in prayers. When the doctor tell you have malaria, they don't believe in their doctors. They will go and consult their pastor. Pastor, I have malaria. The reason is that
Yes,
they have
that
lost
is-
confidence in the government.
No, Chris,
They
that
have
is
lost.
wait, Chris, hold on first. You have just mentioned the area I am coming to when it talks in terms of the area of pastor. The pastor has brainwashed our people. It's not that they are not confident in the doctor. Listen, my brother, these people you are talking about, they have no access, they have no money to go to hospital. They believe if the pastor lays hands on you and put olive oil in your forehead, that sickness is gone. They can even give you an olive oil to drink. Say, drink this olive oil from Israel. You don't know the quantity of the oil you are drinking. Whether it's good for your health, the pastor does not care. Most of the pastors in Nigeria, they have created a big problem because of their interference into politics. The same pastors are the people that pray for all these governors. After governor has rid the election into power, pastor will still go and lay hands upon him to bless him. You think our God will listen to those kind of people? What are we talking about? Pastor causes a lot of problems in Nigeria.
Listen,
A lot.
let me tell you. Do you know how religion came into existence in Nigeria? Now, during some time ago, when the average Nigerian man discovered that government was failing, Christianity mainly started. I know it has been here, but the recent one that led to a kind of massive exodus, people leaving their traditional worshiping whatever center, embracing Christianity and the rest of them, started from the south. Now, when they discovered, because they wanted a better life, when they discovered that the government of the day was failing, the only option left with them was to embrace Christ, embrace God. But little did they know that the man who is also there was almost like the politician.
Okay.
Yes, the politician and the religion leader, they are like a twin brother. But we are taught that when you are faced with two evil, you take the lesser one. Some of the religion leaders were the lesser one. People started running to the church. When the government is failing, you see the people will gather. When you go to market every morning, you see women gather, children gather. What are they? They are praying in the market. But I asked myself, was there any time in UK, Germany, Netherlands, Spain, the United States of America, where they gather to start praying before they resume their activities or business of the day? The reason is that the government of the day is failing. The people no longer have confidence in the government. The government is failing by the day. If the government hasn't failed, you can imagine a market that is as large as New Benin Market, Oba Market. There is no police that oversee the market. Rather, the police, they are in the politician's house, they are in the leader's house. When there is an emergency within the market environment, the bus conductor, the agberu, they will be the one presiding over those situations, and of which they are not trained for an emergency situation. So when people begin to lose faith in government, people started running to. When you go to most of the market on Monday now, the noise that come out from the market, who are those people? They are pastors from the east. I love Anambra State Governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo of Anambra State. He said, look, if you are a pastor, go and pastor in your church. You don't pastor in the market. Trust the Igbo man, they are very smart. they can risk their life whenever it comes to money. They don't preach in their place. When you travel through the length and breadth of the eastern region, you can hardly see a church. The few churches you see that they are Catholic church. But what they did was to come down south, Niger Delta. In a street, you see more than 10, 5 churches. When you find out the owner, the geo of those churches, they are from the east. They are from the east. When you sleep in the morning, between the hours of 5:30, 4:30 thereabouts, you hear somebody praying at the junction. Probably somebody is meditating, is going to work, is meditating on the next line of action. They wake you up. A lot of things happen. When a man of God speak, psychologically you are telling him this thing doesn't work like this. They will tell you are the demon fighting the land. So the people.
Yes. Anybody can call in now because my phone line is open. Before Brother Chris will come, at least just call in. We have been discussing a lot of things today. At least call him and contribute. The phone line has been open. My WhatsApp number is there. It has been pinned there. So you can call him and contribute now. Thank you. My brothers and Brother Chris, are you here now? Yes. I've heard all what you have been saying since. But for my own opinion, Nigerian pastors are part of the problem we are having.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Absolutely. Nobody can take that away. But when you say it here, the people, because they lack knowledge, they declare unholy war against you. A lot of things have happened in the house of God. A lot of things have happened. But the question we need to ask ourselves, if we truly have a genuine government, every power in the country is under the leadership of the government. The government controls everything. But some religious leaders are as powerful as the government of the day. And sometimes the government don't even dare them. The government don't dare them. One, they have a meeting point. They have certain things in common. So it will be difficult for you to go and fight a man who probably you regularly seek his cancer. That is the situation of Nigeria today. At the end of the year, you see a lot of gathering here and there, pray that nobody should die, nobody should have an accident. If we have good road with good science and the rest of them, some of the things we pray for, we don't need to pray for them. We don't need to pray for them. But the reason why we go pray is because the government is failing. They are unable to provide some basic infrastructure that make things easy for the people. You have our network here is poor. Our network system is poorly managed here. Then you see some religion will say, let's not pray for our network. Let's not pray for the owner of our business. It's a laughable situation. It's a laughable situation. There are prayers we raise in the church. Sometimes you ask yourself, are we really with our right senses? Because ordinarily, it's not supposed to be. A man said, I want to become a governor of the state. What that means that the man knows the problem and the solution of that state. Why should some religion body gather and say, we are going to pray for the governor? Pray for the governor for what? A man who gets allocation on a monthly basis, he gets all manner of allocation around himself. He's so rich, so comfortable. You are telling a poor man who could barely eat 3 square meals in a day to start organizing prayer and fasting for such a man. It's an unfortunate situation. It's an unfortunate situation. A man who probably have malaria or typhoid, he could fly on the private jet abroad for treatment. And the man who is organizing fasting and prayer for him cannot even buy chloroquine. My brother, this country is a terrible country. Very terrible country. I don't know where they are taking this country to. The elites, whether at the religion level, at the economic level, at the political level, they have a meeting point. They are the ones suffocating the ordinary Nigerian man. They are suffocating the ordinary Nigerian man. Where will you tell me today it's a free place you can go to? You get things. Yes, nothing is free in Freetown. You can get these things easily. Either at the religion level or whatever. You can get it free. You can get it free. Because the government has failed. If the government hasn't failed, the government control whether religion, whether anything you call it, so long as it's domiciled within the country, they are subject to the government of the day. The government of the day controls everything. But in the case of Nigeria, it's not always like that. You see, before and after election, a lot of prophecy do come up. This one will win, this one will not win. Sometimes you wouldn't blame them. It is the failure of the country or the failure of the leadership that gave to some of this prophecy. Sometimes it could be that
all those prophecies they are giving, God cannot show you. Someone will say Tinubu will win. God, if God is really the one that is showing them the winner of that election, if it is God's power, they are used to be saying it. God cannot give you a devil to come and rule you. When you know, when God knows that man has no conscience. These are fake prophecies they are giving to Nigerians. They should stop it.
No. Listen, they are politically motivated. When you speak in favor of a ruling government as a religious leader, probably when you have a harvest at the end of the year, the man will come donate some money. When you speak against a certain government, the government can make some policy that will hurt your church program or that will hurt your religious program. So they are like a twin brother, which I constantly maintain. They have a meeting point. They know what they are doing. They are all capitalists, whether at the religion level, political level, economic level. On the long run, they are all capitalists. They are so interested in how much do we make from these poor masses? How much do we make from these poor people? The poor, innocent, how much do we take from them? When you go to the market now, you see how rough the environment look like. But the people still go there, give them ticket, collect the money, even while they are right inside that dirty water and mud water, they still collect their money. On the long run, the money flows to the bank or board of internal revenue and flows to these leaders who do not care about the welfare of the people. It's none of their business. Because why? Nobody is ready to. Yes, Nigeria have made a lot of sacrifice. I will hear sometimes Owosho Wuri who say I was even more popular than the president. I was once a student union between this time and this time. I was even more popular than the late Chief MK Abiola. He is not missing words with those things he's saying. You know what he's talking about. Then unionism.
No. The network is gone. Yeah, my brothers and sisters, it has been a great day today. Now, no say Ogilino the tea rich like this. And when I bring Brother Chris come, now I think they take tea rich like this. So who want call it? I call it before we call it a day. Before we call it a day. It has been over 1 hour, 30 minutes now. We have been on live. Broadcast from Norway, Scandinavia. My brothers and sisters, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't hesitate to like my video and share. Always subscribe, always like. Make sure they super chat me. Now, 3 people right, they always they super chat me for here. If it do not come, freedom, at least they say my freedom, about 4 or 5. I beg make sure they join them. I beg make sure they join them, make sure they subscribe. You don't come back again. Just subscribe to my YouTube now, please. Chris, just wrap it up. Wrap it up so that we call it a day. Just conclude.
Yes, my advice for Nigerians, my advice for the Western countries. Yes, Nigeria is an independent state. Yes, we have our shortcomings, and I do appreciate that. One day, sometimes, some days, some of these things we see as challenges, we'll see them no more. But I think the Western country must continue to pressurize Nigeria. They are not perfect. They are not also sincere. There are some of the problems we are having. We saw during the transition of 2015, thereabout, and there is something. We saw the role the Western country, the role they played. You know, they brought us to the level we are today. Yes, they didn't come vote, but their campaign, their protest against the ruling government then led to this APC that is ruling Nigeria today. I will encourage Nigeria, we must not lose faith. There's a better tomorrow. And the Western countries should not give that chance to Nigeria. Nigeria is becoming a very tyrannic country. a country you cannot play with, a country that don't care about the welfare of the citizen, a country that violates the right of the citizen. The Western country must not tolerate Nigeria when it comes to human rights violation.
Somebody's calling Chris. Please hold on. Somebody's trying to contribute. Hello, sir. Domo, sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening. Yeah, Domo.
God will easily bless you for the truth you are saying, educating everybody in the whole world, not only Nigeria.
Thank
more
you,
especially in the States. More especially in the States. The thing is that Nigeria, I don't know, I won't say it's a cost country. A country where the worst is ruling over the best. How do you think the country can move forward?
Okay.
It can't move forward. From our traditional rulers, our religious leaders, our politicians, they are all the same. The religious leaders will scam. They are all after how to get money from their congregation. They are not interested in anything. They will always brainwash the God. No, pray to God for God will bring manna. Manna doesn't come from heaven. Lock yourself in the room for 1 year. Nothing will come. No money will fall unless you go out to work. Our royal fathers, they are the ones they compromise. Money has spoiled everything. It is going to take, I won't say grace of God, because God has given everybody the grace. It is the way we are able to apply it. That is only in abroad where we are at now. Before you get light, it's always there. It's only to pay.
Yeah.
You get light for 4 hours. You don't pray for God to bring light or God to tie road. Or God is not a mechanical engineer that will come from heaven to come and be putting caterpillar on the road to tie. Since God gave us the brain. You see why China, not even North Korea, every day they are celebrating how they manufacture nuclear weapon, this thing is brain. God gave us the same brain. Their brain is not even bigger or smarter than us. But our people, we are interested in every day you go to church and we pray that God, that is where we make mistakes. We encourage those who are not competent to continue to rule us. Why? Because of corruption. You see the problem we're having in Edo today. Edo is now reversing back.
Yes.
Edo is like a motor now, you put it on reverse instead of moving forward. People are saying, clapping now, oh, this man is going to. Let me tell you one thing. What is that flyover in Ramat Park? What importance is it to Edo State? They say, oh, it's going to decongest traffic. I said, what is the traffic?
It's a complete nonsense.
The congestion of the traffic was made by Aneni. That bypass took the traffic inside Benin out because that bypass is bad. That is why people are still coming into Benin, because anybody that is coming from Lagos going to Enugu or something, they took their bypass and they are gone.
Yes.
How do you expect a trailer carrying load to climb Ikobahi? Then after climbing the hill, then he will climb another bridge again. What he's supposed to do is to reduce that ramapa, widen the road, put traffic lights so that it will control the traffic. Just like what Obaseki did in Church Junction in Sapele Road. You see that place, it doesn't need. That's what is being done elsewhere. Any car that is not going straight have its own distance. Just pass the lane without waiting for the other people. Those one that is going to wait for the other one to pass. That is how to siphon our economy. At the end, that bridge is not going to serve anybody. If you want to make bridge, where area that needs is from Jamila Junction from Gemini junction to second junction over every so that it will reduce the slope. Look at the bridge. We are still maintaining the bridge made in the years. The bridge is not ready. Only to Koba River bridge. We are supposed to have quite an over bridge there. We wanted to make bridge. Flyover bridge. Connect the road from Mikobahi to St. Xavier. St. Xavier to Zambia Road. You are wasting our money on that. And he said he's going to do the second bridge in at this one junction. Of what importance is that? That there is no go. It is the bad road. We have been using that road before. It's one of the best roads before. All you do at the 8 years, or if he's going to spend 8 years, he will not have anything. So we can make this one, flower, 2, flower, 3 in Port Harcourt. Today, what is the there? We should repair the road. What is advancing now is digital.
Yes.
Digital is doing the put that. There is that. So we repair these things in future because governor, they are replicating it in their but those they destroy that. They are coming. They shouldn't listen to what people are saying. You know the best thing for you. You know the best thing for your children. And we know that our vote doesn't count nowadays. But I will still say we pray to God. No, but God can't touch their heart because their heart is wicked. They want to come as a phone. So my brother, the thing is that it's going to take a special grace of God because we are all involved, according to Ojuku. So we are all involved. We are all involved in these things because our parents, if you say election today, you will see them because of 5,000, 2,000, they will go and on the line. They will have their rig, and tomorrow they will start complaining. So I don't feel that what we need in that place that I know people should not obey our religious or traditional rulers again. Know what is good for you, follow it, and God will bless everybody for it. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, sir, for your contribution. Thank you. God bless you, sir. Yeah, Chris, wrap it up so that we go. Call it a day.
Yes, let me appreciate the last caller. We must do everything within our power to encourage ourselves. This platform must not go down.
Yeah.
I also encourage our youths. They must not lose faith in God. They must not lose faith in this country. It will get better. Some days, sometimes, these people we call leader, there are times we fizzle out soon. We must encourage ourselves. We must be hardworking. We must do everything within everything within our power to empower ourselves. These leaders, they are not there for any one of us. They are not there for anybody. They have already sent their children abroad, send their children elsewhere, leaving the state ungoverned, protected against our own personal interests. So what we need to do, let's put our hands on deck. One day, someday, sometime, this country will become a better place for us to live. And how will it become a better place? We must shun all form of vices. We must disabuse it from our mind. We must do everything within our power to encourage ourselves. There was a government some 4 years back. That government is no longer here. We are in a new government now. This government will last very soon. Another new government will come. We keep on praying. We always pray. We always talk about prayer. Prayer, prayer, prayer. I think that's the hope of the ordinary Nigerian man. When things become tough, we will say, well, we hand over everything to God. Yes, God is not sleeping over the case of Nigeria. And I also pray that and I encourage the Western country, they must not lose faith in Nigeria, in Africa. They must pressurize the government of Nigeria. The attitude of the idea of this human rights violation must stop. The mindless killing in parts of this country must stop. The government of the Western countries should go to mark pressure on the leadership of Nigeria under the APC-led government. They should listen to the voice of the innocent Nigerian man. People are crying, people are complaining. Nigerians is no longer comfortable with the system that is in operation today. But I also believe that one day this thing will come to an end. And I wish every one of us a happy weekend. Thank you so much. It has been a wonderful day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brother Chris, for your contribution, for your time, creating time to join us. Today was a wonderful and a great day. I think we are going to bring you back on next weekend again on board so that we'll discuss the way forward about our country. Nigeria is the only country we have. So we will not relent. We will continue talking. So thank you, my brother. God bless you. Say,
my
I see you for
regards to
the
the family.
Okay, my brother.
Yeah.
Okay, bye. Yeah, thank you very much, brothers and sisters. I really appreciate every one of you for the time you have created. It's almost 2 hours we have been on live today. We really try. I really appreciate all my followers, all my callers, everybody that has contributed their own quota today. God bless every one of you. Happy Sunday. Once again, tomorrow is another new week that we are approaching. The good God will bless us, will lead us well. And coming week now, this Monday, from Monday, we start getting victory. More money in our bank account. Not be saying they pray for Nigeria. Make us see pray for my followers now. God will bless you now. See you guys for the next broadcast. Good night.